I will tell you again,
there is.
you come in alone,
I think we could beat you up if we tried really hard. But unfortunately,
well, that's the level you're on, isn't it? That's the level you're
Hello,
on.
Internet.
That's why the word's in the state it's in, because you use persuasion with force.
See, the most
I wouldn't
guy in
touch
the world
any of
is
you.
this guy.
I'm opening
Not
my
because
mouth,
his,
and that's what
his,
comes back at me.
background is Muslim.
You demonstrate that you're the problem with the world, not me.
Yeah. And children have got to beware of people like this. They're bonkers, yeah? Absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, there's only
And
one
I don't
problem.
care.
You're all on the wrong side. There's no safety in numbers. You are using this world for your own ends. You have no interest in a God that has a right to tell you what to do. You want a God on your terms. Everything is about man ruling. And it's all coming to an end.
I'm just a job seeker.
Dan, you have to change. The world has changed now.
You say what?
We are moving on now.
And the warning is that you are mistaken if you think it's going to get
Mistaken? You mistook.
Look, the Almighty can destroy any time.
You've been mistaken by someone.
What do you think death is? Death is the Almighty making sure that you do not walk His
death
earth
is saying,
indefinitely
goodbye, I've had
creating
enough.
heaven.
Yeah.
That's what He uses. Sickness, death, poverty, the
God
catastrophes
is
of
life,
nature,
not
Almighty God. How can you say something
And by the
like
way,
that?
death,
Because you dare to
death
think
is
of the
not the
alternative.
opposite of life.
The Creator
opposite of life
is love,
is
but He is just, He is pure, and He is holy, and He is an enemy.
Sorry,
to those
I'm
who
going
are
crazy.
not.
The opposite
That's
of
why the
death is
sensible thing
birth.
you change.
Going mad.
The Almighty's not
I'm
going to.
losing it.
And
I am
you are
losing
on
it.
your way to
It
meeting
finally
your
happened.
Maker. Whether you believe it or not. You have no idea how sovereign
Oh, I
the
think we've got a
Almighty
pretty
is.
good idea.
You are so obsessed with yourself.
We're not
people.
obsessed. But in order
You could get rid of the whole lot of you and start again. Very easy.
It's very
That's
difficult.
what death is.
It's very difficult.
How you think you are so important beats me when I look at you.
Who said that you could stand there and judge everybody else?
No, what?
Who are you to
She's
judge everyone
just
else?
doing
Somebody
her
who's
father's
trying to
work.
help you.
How?
Are you doing your
But your
father's
close
work?
little egos.
In the fatherland, are you doing your father's
Everything's got to
work?
be nice and cosy like a 5-year-old. You're disgraceful.
You're disgraceful. Just out of your bloody tree.
Shut your mouth when you talk to me.
What do you mean? What, this is Speaker's Corner, it's not a...
And democracy means I have a right to speak my mind.
And she has got-
You're the ones
But
who
you're
take it away.
judging everybody else around you.
That's what morality is.
She doesn't have
moron.
the...
And who said that you have the right to judge everyone else?
Don't worry.
Everyone has the right.
has
You
very-
don't have the guts.
She has very bad
Who
judgment.
needs you?
She
You
came
don't
last
make
in a
rules.
three-legged race. I came second
No,
in
you're
a
just
legged
my enemy,
three-legged.
but you're on the losing side.
I do that because
I'm
if you
warning
come
you.
second, you always...
I don't want your pity. Take a look at yourself.
You practice. Are you trying to say you're the only sane person standing here?
I don't deal in sanity. You use the word
Yes,
insane.
because you're insane. You don't have
I'm
sanity, that's why you
speaking
don't
out
deal in
and
it.
listen to you. I've got to toe the line and be like you. This is
How do you
democracy.
spell
No,
toe?
this is tyranny.
In toe the line, how do you spell the word toe? Is that T-O-W or
Do well living in a
T-O-E?
communist country. That's where you belong. Everything we fought for in this country, you've given it away.
You Irish people.
Why did we bother
fight?
fighting the Germans? Look at this lot.
Oh, you're into fighting? You're into fighting the Germans?
No, I said, why did we bother fighting the Germans?
Who's
To
we?
preserve this nation. And look what we have now.
My father
You couldn't
fought
live in the
My
region.
father fought the Nazis, yours didn't. Yeah.
You know nothing about me.
No, he didn't.
And it's not about fighting anybody personally.
He didn't. My father did, yours didn't. Yeah.
It's not about
He
personal.
fought so that you can stand here on a ladder and be a loony, yeah? You can't do that. Can you do that in Germany? He says, you stupid English woman, go away. But they don't know that you're Irish.
I didn't know I was Irish.
Oh, you are so Irish. I met Geordie's girls, and you're not a Geordie girl.
Really?
Really, you are not a Geordie girl.
Well, thankfully, I don't worry about what people think my race is.
Yeah.
I'm too busy living it. You don't want me to be English.
You don't think about it, you're too busy living it. What does that mean?
It means that the subject of
And
race...
too busy.
Shut up and have the courtesy to listen.
Yes, I'm listening to your inanity.
The word race comes in for a very specific
Yeah,
purpose. Everybody Everybody has one. You can't get away from it.
Please
it
do
doesn't
it.
make me a racist.
Yeah,
I
birds
have
do it,
never been
bees
so
do it.
ashamed of being English when I look at
This is the woman who has said that there should be no marriage.
And that is why I'll take these on. That doesn't make me a racist, it will make me their enemies, because they are the enemies of democracy. They've not contributed anything to the country except being good little
As
citizens.
if you,
Because that's
people
their
who
level.
believe in God, aren't interested
Know nothing
in
about freedom.
democracy.
You don't
So
know
she's
about us.
lying.
You open your
How can
mouth.
you make that judgment?
I do
You
make
don't
that
know
judgment.
me, you don't know her, so how
You
can you
open
make
your
that
mouth,
judgment?
you say the words you do. I know you. That's what
What's her name? What's her name?
Same as you
You
did
say
to
you
me.
know her. What's her name? You don't
What
know.
do I
You
do
don't
for a
know.
living?
Same as you did to
You
me, I'm
don't
doing
know
to you.
how to be polite.
And I know who I'll stand
All
up
you
for
know is how
and
to
stand
get
by.
on a
It is
pair
not
of
you.
steps, like you've been shown how to do from 20 years. She's been doing it.
What are you
Yeah?
rabbiting on about?
What do you mean rabbiting?
Well, that's all you do. You can't handle having a crowd of your
No,
own.
you don't.
So you just come into
No,
somebody else's
your
crowd and
God,
rabbit.
Your God is medical science, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
right, of course,
Statistics.
but I want to answer that.
Because that's what your God is,
No,
isn't it?
I will not come down to your level.
Yeah. You talk about her.
Most of you are a piece of meat. Everything that has an
Did you hear that?
Something
She didn't say
physical
piece of meat,
behind
did
it.
she? She said something
We
else.
are human beings, which means we are physical,
Yeah,
emotional,
you are very
mental, and spiritual.
rude
and
woman.
if all four of those are not
Yeah,
activated,
you are a very
then we are crippled.
unpleasant human
And that is
being.
why godless people are crippled. And that is why they run for answers in the physical
Yeah.
world.
Here we
because
go.
they're crippled
Here we
and
go.
they need an answer
She's back
to
to
help
medical
themselves.
science again. Yeah, statistics.
That is why everything's coming to an
Statistics
end.
and money are
Don't
your
make
God.
any plans for the future. There isn't one. Time is a
Ugh,
gift from the
isn't-
Creator.
isn't that nice?
You have no guarantees of tomorrow, and I need to remind you that you better start living every day.
you,
as if it's
you
your own.
are bonkers.
Get rid of the idea that man is special. Man
Why are
is
you
the
shaking?
wickedest creature
Are you
walking
gonna
this
look at the
earth
time,
in his
George?
arrogant,
Are you
destructive
gonna-
ways. We were created to look after this creation, and yet the trees come down.
So
the
what are
land
you
conquers the
doing?
building,
What are
the
you
animals
doing
are
to look
slaughtered,
after
you
the
name it.
creation?
Man,
Apart from
I want to
waving
do
your,
that, he does
your
it.
arms about like
And
this.
everything has the same life in it as is in us.
Well,
And that is why man
Xenos
is no longer
Xenos,
any use to the
You're
Almighty
talking
unless
Greek now.
He changes.
By the way, it's not Xenos, it's
Without
Xenos.
a- without-
Unless He changes.
Without the house where we
But
have.
man is so close-minded in his arrogance and ignorance, trapped in the physical
You're a
by what he has and
Nazi,
what he
you're a
does.
Nazi, go back home.
Without building
You're
a house.
I will repeat.
Don't repeat, you're boring enough without that.
Nobody forces any of you to stand there, so stop bitching about it.
No, you're just a silly, sexist bat. Yeah, that's all you are. And that was me
I
being
will
my
repeat.
rudest, yeah?
What happened in Germany was a warning to the world.
No, you're a silly girl. You really don't. You don't even know about Yiddish.
The
and
chaos
yet
will
you speak
never
about
be
Yiddish.
allowed to rule.
This woman said that
Germanic
German
tribes were
came from
created
Yiddish.
to
That is
preserve
how
order on
racistly
this
narrow-minded she is.
When
Because
you
German
go
is a
into
far
the
more
boundaries of
complex
those
language
lands,
than
then
Yiddish.
you face the
Nothing wrong with
consequences.
Yiddish, but
That
she's
is
got it
why
the wrong
you
way
need to be
around.
very aware of what's going on in England.
Hutz.
We're not talking about the mongrel English or
The thing
anybody.
is, she listens
They are
to
the enemies of their
right-wing
own
Jews. People who know
I
nothing
don't
about
listen to
anything.
anybody worthwhile.
You don't like Israel because right-wing Jews don't like Israel.
I'm not interested in Israel. I'm interested in England. That's what I was made for.
Your interest.
You're the ones.
Your
I
interest.
take on religious people. I talk
You
about
can't
Israel
take on
to warn
religious
people.
because you are a religious person.
I hope you don't live in England. We've got enough morons of our own here. We don't need another one. Another moron.
Without cutting the trees.
Most of you should be in America.
By the way,
Country, 'cause that's how-
By the way, if you don't speak with an English accent like you're Australian or American or South African, you're not
Can't keep
English.
away, can you?
I mean, the
You
fact that
bleat
she
about
doesn't speak like an English
independence,
person
you bleat
has got
about
nothing to do with anything.
And you can't keep away because you couldn't live without England. To blame, to hang on to bail you out.
I don't know.
Bail, Britain is no longer able
When it
to
comes to
bail
the Irish.
anyone out. Are you talking about the Lifeboat Institution? You're a
What
very,
level are you on
you
now?
are a very silly, stupid. There was a very rude black woman. She was an American woman who came here.
Don't care.
Yeah, I do,
really-
because
I
she
mean,
was
what
more
is this bitch going
intelligent.
on about?
She said, we own you, and you are owned because you're a silly girl.
You know, if you think you say
You
something
depend
strongly
on
enough,
America. We need
if you think
America.
you say something strongly enough, it makes it true. Forget about it. You speak a whole load of
She
rubbish
owns
from
you.
your own little
The
poisonous
money
mind
that comes
because you
into
know
your-
you don't
the
belong
money
here
that-
yourself.
Look, all she can do is shout down people, yeah?
I'm the speaker, you idiot. I've already told you.
It doesn't
If
matter
you
whether
wanna
you're a
open your mouth-
speaker or
no,
not.
because you have no
All
respect.
you can
Why?
do
Because
is
you don't
shout
belong in a
down
democratic
people.
country.
That is how intelligent you are. You tell people to
Who
shut
wants to be
up.
intelligent? Most of you are trapped
Who
in your
wants
brain.
to be a millionaire?
Look at the state of
She
people
does,
trapped in
yeah,
their brain
yeah.
cells.
Oh, now we're tapped to brain cells. The person who said that medical science wasn't of interest to her, now she's talking about brain cells. Where do you find about brain
The
cells?
human condition.
Oh, back to the human
You don't
condition.
have to cut something
You
up to
are
know it,
such
idiot.
a liar. It
You
is
don't have to
mind-blowing,
cut
yeah?
something up to find it
You
exists.
speak out of both ends of their body
The
at the same
scientific
time.
world has got above itself believing that
You
everything
are a
starts and
liar,
ends in them.
Madam
And pathetic,
Speaker, you are a
egotistical
hypocrite.
people
You
who want
are
to
a
appear
liar.
clever
Go
talk
home.
about science.
You are a liar.
Every scientist,
Yes, you are
every
a
one of
liar.
you is on your way through this earth and you haven't got a
You're going about
guarantee
going
another
through
day
Earth.
coming.
Yeah.
That's how important you are.
Yeah. You're
Science you
unimportant
prove
to
one
me,
day
darling.
can be disproved another day.
You're
another
important
decade.
to me
That's
because-
how important you are.
No,
and
you're-
why is there so much sickness and so much need?
I don't
because
know.
you want
Why is
spiritual
there you? I
deadness.
don't know.
Because you're all pieces of meat instead of being
She's
spiritual
obsessed
beings
with
in a
pieces of meat.
physical body.
No, it's the complete opposite. She liked it until like about 20 years later. Yes, sorry, but it had to be said.
I didn't hear a word.
Good. 'Cause this is
You
what
really
it-
do
This
think
is
you're
what it's all
important, don't
about,
you?
isn't it, Diane?
Madam
Yeah.
Speaker.
No, you're not a madam. Well, maybe in some
You can call me
senses
what
you
you
are a
like,
madam.
but use my name.
Yeah.
I've told you, I'm not anybody's like
Hello,
you
darling.
people
Is that when you went
You
to
give your
Israel?
name
Is
to
that what you
anybody.
said? You said,
A name
"Hello, darling,
is a
I'm here."
personal
Yeah.
mark of your parents' giving. And you go around.
It's
you
all to
shop
do
it
with
off,
marks.
Make it short.
Mark of the beast,
Call
yeah.
each other mate. And
Ah,
all you
you've
do
got-
is
you've got
reduce
marks on
yourself
your
in any kind
forehead.
of dignity. Because all you want to
Hello.
show is that I want to belong. But all you do is belong. to
I
the
wouldn't mind
losing
belonging
world
so
that
long
you're
as
part of.
it's nice. If it's not nice, I don't want it.
Precisely, that's the mentality.
What? You say I should be a masochist?
This world is full of good and evil.
Oh,
You can't stand
it's full
against
of
the
good and evil.
because you have good motivating you, then you are the
You
evil.
really are a nasty.
People are going to be
You're a
judged as
nasty
much
little
by their
god.
silences
You're a
as
very
their
nasty
words.
little god. Are you going to explode?
People
like a
are going to be judged as much by their silences as their words because the times you should speak up and you don't.
Yeah, you're a
And things get worse and worse because those who are doing it think that you are no threat.
Speak hard.
All of these things, every second of your existence, you are going to account for before the one who gives you every breath
well,
you
you can
take.
tell them to fuck off.
And I don't care whether you believe it or not because it's your
I
responsibility.
believe in God. I don't believe in your God.
This is a
Because
beautiful
your God
earth
is a
being
manic,
destroyed by
depressive,
those who are
racist
governed by their
son
brain
of
cells
a
and
bitch.
trapped in their bodies. And yet they're on a journey
I mean,
they can't
all
get
you
away
can
from.
do is be
One day their
nasty
breath
to
will take
people.
from their bodies.
All you can do
That's
is
a reality that I don't have to convince everyone because you know it. And you act as if this is all there is.
You have to
I would like to respect people, but when you deny the very facts that make everything I'm saying obvious,
For
then
you,
I can't
it's
respect
all
you.
black and
Do you
white,
respect
isn't it?
me?
Shut
Yeah?
You see, you don't respect me.
No, I just know what you're like.
How do you know?
Because sadly you turn up too often.
Yeah, nothing like someone coming back for more, is there?
Why are you so angry, Diana?
She's not angry. She's
Smile.
barking there.
Huh?
She's got race on the
Because it has
brain.
two very logical words which mean keep your mouth shut. Do I have to teach you the English language as well?
Why you
Oh, you can't speak English. You're very bad with English. Your English is bad. It's like the Sun
You're German.
newspaper.
She's German.
There's no such race as German.
Are you
You
German?
stick to your own racial knowledge.
He has some Irish accent.
If your own Irish, I think.
Irish.
It's not Irish.
Yeah, Irish.
There's no such race as Irish.
Grandmother was Irish.
Cultural identity.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it?
There are multitudes of non-races in the world in power.
Sorry, you're getting
America,
too...
Canada,
You're like a
New
loot
Zealand,
tape
Australia,
going round and round. Yeah?
Britain, Europe. They're not racial entities. They're political entities with multitudes of races in them. That's why they're ripe for destruction by the God of order. You don't come in with a passport or a visa or a stamp on your forehead saying permission to enter. You come in with a physical body that gives you all that you need to define your place on this earth. When you ignore it, then you will face the consequences in this world and the next.
What's your
Because you are
favourite
bringers
dish,
of
Dan?
chaos and not order.
Dan, what's your favorite dish?
Shut up.
No, I'm asking you this question. What's your favorite dish?
Terrified of anything serious, aren't you?
Yeah.
Terrified of having to face
Yeah, what's your
anything
favourite
that might
dish?
make you change your ways and have to think.
Listen,
That is
I
why
like
you
chicken
have to
jalfrezi.
change. Because if you won't change, you will be destroyed.
I like chicken jalfrezi. What do you like?
This is what we give tolerance to. Do you think they could have a speaker's corner in their country?
And he's taking benefits. That's even worse. And takes benefits.
What's wrong with that?
Thieves.
That's why we are not going home.
There's nothing you have in this country you couldn't make the efforts to get in your own if you would take on your own dictatorial, political and religious government.
Why? If I can come here and
Because
claim
you're a
benefits,
thief and a parasite.
why?
Which is exactly
What's
why
wrong
you will
with
be
that?
destroyed.
What's wrong with that?
You see, you were given a conscience. You don't have it.
Look, I'm a
and that
good
is why God
man.
will destroy you.
I'm a good man.
Conscience is the
I
inner
cook
voice
nice food.
reminding you that you can't do what you
And I
like.
speak nicely to people. So many good
You're a
women
creep.
told me that I'm
You're
handsome.
a creep. With a very smackable face, I told you. So step back.
Dad, what's your favorite dish? You haven't answered me yet.
Is that how you get to talk to people? You force themselves on you.
Nah, not forced.
Well, don't stop proving it. Step back
I
into the
think a
crowd.
lot of-
Step back into the crowd.
But what?
I have no desire to have a conversation with you. You're nothing.
What's
Look at
wrong
all the
with me?
people around here.
What's wrong
Who
with
do you
me?
think you are?
I'm a handsome guy.
You're what we call in the north a good-looking knout.
Good looking one, I accept. The last one I got.
Yeah, well, your looks have got nothing to do with you. They're what God gave you. You're a disgrace on the inside.
Thank you very much.
There are many
This is the
people who
first
God gave
compliment
beauty
I had.
to, but they're ugly
This
on
is
the
the first
inside.
compliment I had for how many years, God knows. Thank you, nevertheless.
I will repeat, God gives beauty to many, but the ugliness of the spirit within them makes the beauty a waste of time. You don't get gifts to sell them and give them away to those who are not worthy of them.
Listen,
Everything is for sale in your world. If you've got it given to you by God, what cares if you can get a price for it? Singing,
would you have
sport,
chicken
anything.
jalfrezi or fish or chips? What would you eat?
I'd like an empty spot where you are.
You're not answering me. You're avoiding the question.
Listen, I'm not a Muslim woman. I'm a
Sorry?
Western woman. Don't you talk to me as if I have to answer you. You are nothing to me.
Yeah, she had no hijab on.
I will remind all of you, this is England. You can bring your own cultures with you, but at the end of it all, this is England. And the only reason you can get that, the only reason you can get that is
talk
because
something
there's so many
constructive.
stupid English trying to pretend they're being
Diana, you're always
polite when they're
angry.
selling
Say
their own
something
country
nice
down the line.
for God's sake. Say something nice for God's sake. You're always
I'm
angry.
here talking to grown-ups, you useless idiot. Grown-ups are supposed to be able to handle unpleasant things. But of course, that's why you're here, isn't it?
Not all the time. You have to say some pleasant things. Come on. You're capable of saying some nice things.
The delusion that England is anywhere you can hide really is the biggest delusion there is. You are in the most dangerous place on earth. All of the English who are selling the country down the line and
You
all
are
of
the
those who are
only
coming
dangerous person here,
You
Diana.
really don't you really don't understand.
BBC full of shit, guy.
You are the only danger here.
Oh, there are many like me, believe me. Just because we don't all come to speak.
No.
Long live all women.
Not for
except
1
her.
second.
You see, the real English are a tribe. They don't have to communicate on the internet or anything. They come from a common source, as every real race does.
And they live in the
They are
woods in
connected automatically.
Nottinghamshire. Is it? like Robin
I
Hood.
don't have to join an organisation to know what English people are thinking. The ones who haven't sold out, of course. And of course, many of them, the Normans, the
Why are
Danes,
you-
the Saxons and the Vikings are not English. Many are living in this country calling themselves English, but they came as invaders, if not refugees. And they don't become English. You don't change your race no matter how long you live in a country. And every race has its own characteristics and identities.
What's wrong
There are
with
many
that?
people who are parading themselves
What's
as
wrong with
English.
that,
They
Diana?
don't belong here.
She's a racist.
Diana,
like
what's wrong with that?
BBC.
What's wrong with that?
The English identify with England, the land. It is a place that they will live and die for. That's the real English.
When was the last time you had a hot chocolate? Honestly. Honestly.
That's your world. Listen,
Now, when did you have a hot
that
chocolate
funny?
last?
is that funny?
Because I think you need a
The men don't
big
like you,
mug of
that's why
hot
she's
chocolate
here.
to calm you down, really. You're tense, Diana. I can see that.
I think most of you are comatose. You may as well be.
Honestly, honestly. Shall I get a hot chocolate for you?
No marshmallows?
Double cream or no cream?
Just a stupid man showing the stupid people.
I want to know what's
What's wrong with stupidity? Nothing wrong with stupidity.
Mind your own
You're
business.
allowed to pretend as a little child in your
Mind your
life.
own business about
I'm
English.
just talking to you nicely. I'm not talking like
You haven't
something.
agreed
I want to
country
know.
as well. Look,
Trust me,
this man,
is my
this
country.
man, he
No,
cooked
it
this.
is not.
No, this is my country.
I've already
Diana.
told you, you race is
No,
nothing to do
I
with
believe
politics.
this is my country.
That's why God has to destroy.
Diana, listen.
You're not getting the
Listen
message.
for 1 minute, Diana. Diana, for 1
I
minute.
repeat,
Listen to this.
you get the message that this is not about politics
This
and
man-
favors
listen.
and passports
No,
and visas.
I want to know this is your
It's from
country.
the one who put the sun and
Diana.
the stars and you on this earth.
Diana.
You don't get that message and you will be destroyed and politicians will go down
No,
faster.
Diana.
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute.
Diana,
I said, you
Are you?
see,
This is your country? I want to ask you.
Don't
This is your
have an
country?
Why have you
operation in
betrayed your
England.
country?
No,
Stop
you
You have betrayed your country.
No, don't worry. This is
You
my country.
have betrayed
I
your
want to know
country.
This is his
anything
country.
about my. This is my country.
You are a traitor to your own
I want to
people.
ask you,
and
this
you
is your
do not
country?
come in and say, this is my country
No,
now.
this is not your country.
That is an act of
This
invasion.
is not your country.
And that's an act of aggression.
Trust me, this is not your country also.
he's a trespasser. No.
Because
This
he
is my
says
country.
it. This is how he says it, and therefore it
No
is.
one can say
That's
this is not
why,
my country.
that's why destruction has to
No,
come.
believe me, no one can
You
say.
Diana.
can't reason with people who close their minds. And most of you are closed minds because you don't want to think of anything but getting
listen,
through
you got
life as
very
easily
nice
as
name.
possible.
Trust me.
I
give
think
me
nobody
something.
agrees with
Stop
you, Diana.
creeping
Yeah.
around
You
me.
got very nice name. China.
David Cameron,
Diana,
Yankee
Now I
cocksucker.
want to know, this is your country?
I don't care what you
David
No,
Cameron.
I don't care
because you
what
asking
you want.
everyone and telling
I
everyone.
don't care what
This
you
is my country.
Listen.
You can
Listen.
make as many claims as you like. You can call yourself what
You've
you
got a
like.
jalebi?
You are
Have
going
you
to
got
be
a jalebi
judged
with
by
you?
who
born
you
in
are
India.
No, have you got
created
jalebi?
to be.
Was she born in
Look in
India?
the mirror.
She born in
That's who
India.
you are.
Buna.
She born in India.
It is not up for discussion. This is a
going to
physical
France,
world.
so will
You
you when
are
they're
a
coming
physical
back?
presence, and you either live it in dignity
you were
and
born
truth,
in India.
or you sell
Yeah.
it
They
and
love
become the
football.
one who
They
will
don't
be
love
destroyed.
money.
Diana,
That's
you
how
were
it
born
works.
in India, they said. You've got
Syphilis
some
and
reliable
gonorrhea.
Most of you are political pawns making your way through life so that you
We've
can
got
best
some reliable sources
selfish,
informing us
egotistical
you were born in India.
and you couldn't live in the real nations.
And you
But
fell
again,
out with
you
an
won't
Indian
be.
guy, so you're all against us now. Because you was
We
not
are at
good.
war in this country. The only thing you don't realise is because most of the English have laid down and let you walk all over them.
They're
That doesn't take the
emigrating.
war
The
away.
English are gone.
So my passport
We
will...
can do it politically because that is the best way. But if politics fail, then it will be bloodshed. Not just in this country, but everywhere. Because one thing cowards fear is things that make them that they have to fight. And because you are all such cowards, that is what you will come to
That's
if
an
you
insult.
don't wake up and do
That
what you're
is an
supposed to do.
insult.
Yeah, she
The
drinks.
whole of the history of this country is built on
You
blood,
have to
sweat and
apologize.
tears. And yet the parasites of the generations that live
The
here now
Arabs are
are
buying
selling it
England
down the
up.
line
Hallelujah,
because they
like
haven't
America.
got anything in them to do the same thing their ancestors did. And they will not receive this nation.
Because you don't
The
want to work
Americans
there.
and the
You don't
Arabs
want
are
to work.
buying England up.
You don't want
And that applies to every nation. that everyone who is supposed to be men, you should be wearing skirts, are meant to be defending your own nation against any invader who comes to threaten the livelihood and the well-being of the people who have been given that as a birthright before God. That's how it works. No, you in your godless state have changed the world. That is your stupidity. The world doesn't change because man has decided. That is the arrogance of man.
Because you don't
and yet death, disease, famine, flood, hurricane and earthquake, they do what they do to you, and you still rise up with your arrogance and say, we are in charge.
When it's winter,
how stupid can you get?
Your people don't want to work,
you can go to
Dan, your people don't want to work.
The one thing that is evidence, the one thing that is evidence
rob the
is
world.
the power and might of the Almighty who lets you live.
Your people don't want to work.
It is the power of the Almighty alone that lets you live.
Hallelujah.
Listen, when the winter sets in here, go to Ouagadougou for a summer holiday.
Of course, run away like you cowards always do. It's in your nature. Run away. Oh, it's not very warm today. Let's go for a nice warm holiday. You've got no backbone, no stamina. You couldn't live in the real England.
Vietnam, no countries English.
Like I said, most of you men should be wearing skirts.
Everybody. She's gutless like the rest.
Have you ever been to Timbuktu?
Complain.
Have you ever been to Timbuktu?
The British were known for a stiff upper lip. Now, all you see is Tony Hancock said, a loose, flabby chins.
Are you British?
No, I'm English.
I am British.
Of course you are, you have to be.
They
You're
got
foreign.
brains, they got football instead.
But we've got the same rights like you.
I'm not competing, you have no rights here. You can mouth your rights as much as you like, but they come only from the British government. I'm talking about the rights you could have and you've rejected. I don't lose any sleep over you, your choice.
Because you made God didn't make the borders, you made the borders.
No, you want to believe that.
Yeah.
You're quick to talk about the British coming into your country. What about the borders then? Oh, they don't exist, do they? So stop bleating about the British coming into your country if there's no borders.
They're going home,
you don't
Oh, so the borders have suddenly gone away now because you're here.
It's a global village, Diana.
All of this is your judgment. Your twisted ways of clinging on
Diana,
to
it's a global
country
village.
that's sinking like the Titanic anyway.
Diana, it's
This
international.
country is a cesspit that's sinking like the Titanic.
we came
If
to-
you think this country is
we
great,
can't go in.
then I don't know what you've come
We
from.
came to
I
save
really don't know what you've come from.
We came to save
Diana,
it.
it's United
You're not working,
Nations
we came
now.
to save it, we're working.
It's United Nations
You
now.
just to drink only.
Stop trying to justify your existence. You're showing your insecurity.
You don't want it.
Every
Diana, it's
time you talk
United
about how much
Nations now.
you need us, we need you. You're
Diana.
demonstrating your own
We
insecurity.
need each other.
Diana, this winter,
I don't need you.
this winter, I will sponsor you to go to
She's
Ouagadougou.
a mongrel.
What do you think?
You're living your heads and your justified idea of your own self.
Now we are having each
And
other.
everything you're capable of, you were given to do for your own people and your own homeland.
You're
And what
having,
happens? You come here and we're still giving handouts all over the
They
world.
come to
Don't you think we're mugs?
educate you.
we are having intermediaries now. What you are going to do with their children now?
Most of the English have no dignity now, but I do.
Yeah, we
and
have-
I look down to see these
Come to
stupid
educate.
people
Yeah, they're not
giving you
English.
here and giving to your countries as well.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
tell you what, they deserve to be kicked out.
We are having intermediaries now. Our
Reliable
children are
sources.
English
You're
now.
a
What are we going to do?
You have no idea
You're a
how much
Dane.
anger there is in this country. Have no idea.
Are you a Dane?
And I don't have to talk to people,
The
I feel
Jews
it.
help one another.
Not a day.
English
can you stop
people
with the
shit
nation
on one another. Wake
The
up.
Almighty can turn anything upside down whenever He chooses. Oh, really? Well, who wants your God? You can't do this and you can't do that. The Creator can do anything. That's how it works.
No,
That's
they're
why
gonna
you're
flag
trapped in this.
Tory
Oh, you can't
England.
do this, you
Push
can't do
Tory
that.
England away, Mr. God.
Fit to walk the earth.
Diana, we
So
got
and you won't.
more right than you. in
Climate
this country.
change.
I'm not competing. I'm not a political.
Honest to God,
I
we got
don't.
more right.
So
than
why
you in this
why
country.
your God
That's
doesn't?
why the anger's there.
Trust me, look where you standing and talking about this country.
What
We're
about-
happy with this country.
why you are
you
God-
making us to hate this country?
We're fleas usually happy when it's looking the light
Trust
out
me,
the
we're
door.
happy where we are.
So why-
We are
why-
Christian.
why-
Why
doesn't
not
matter,
appreciate
no.
about that?
So why your God doesn't
That's what
send the
you are. You're like
foreigners out of the
fleas on a
country?
dog, sucking the life out of the nation.
Why your God doesn't send the foreigners out of the country?
But all you see is you couldn't look after your own country. You
Diana,
can't
it's
look
too
No, this is
late.
my country. I'm looking after
Diana,
this
it's too
country.
late.
Have you looked in the mirror?
Of course, every morning.
Close your eyes.
Once a day, I look at
Black
myself
English.
and I know trust me, if you're thinking I'm ugly, that's no problem. But I'm created by,
Why are you so ashamed of being who God made you to be?
No, of course I'm proud.
He's English.
You live in a multicultural mess, an architectural mess, and you're happy here. Well, it shows you how far away you
Are
are
you
from
not
your
happy?
human condition.
If you're not happy, you can leave this country.
I don't run away.
This
That's
world,
your
world.
kind.
No, I'm not
You're
going
the runaways. There's nowhere to run. Look in the mirror. You still don't belong here. You can
course.
live anywhere. You can only belong in one place, and it's not here for you or you.
You look at it in my
That's how it works. The Creator makes the rules. End of story.
Show them. I want more
Listen to me
communists.
carefully.
Please
Knock,
show
knock.
them.
Is anybody
Show
there?
everybody. I want more communists.
China, you're telling me to look at my color or something, Ara?
Please, please.
You're the one who's ashamed of your colour. I'm not.
No,
I'm not ashamed of your race. I'm ashamed of you.
Everybody.
I respect every race. What I don't respect is the individual specimens who are denying their race in order to fit in where they don't belong.
Listen,
That is
please.
contemptible.
China, why you hate people?
You have to accept only.
I don't hate
You go nice.
I have contempt.
Trust me.
You have no idea how much contempt I have for people. It's always the easy way out and at the expense of silencing others.
Will a
You
good
have to accept
carry
you have
suit
got nowhere
you?
to go. We just have to
Or
stay
turning
here.
everything into a
Will a
joke
good
because you
carry
can't
suit you?
handle anything serious.
Will a good carry
We are
suit
serious.
And that's why this country is the part that you are living in and all the mongrel English is sinking like the Titanic. Why? Because you're dragging it down. For a nation to elevate, every person has got to be making that desire to elevate it. You drag it down, you suck it dry, you take anything you can get.
Dana.
No nation can prosper under that.
Dana.
India didn't prosper. That's why you welcomed the British and followed them back when they came back here. That's what all the empire did. Followed us back here. Why? Because you got more from the British in your own countries and you got more here than you could ever get for yourself.
You came with the guns, you know.
Not even Indian.
Oh, you're such a peaceful country, aren't you?
Listen.
I don't think
No,
so.
no. You British, you came with the guns there.
Yeah, and when we left, you turned the guns on each other.
Yeah, but
Because
right
that's
away.
what you do. Everywhere the British leaves, you turn the,
worse than India, he's a black
weapons on each other. There's no country where it doesn't happen. Because you need the British.
No, you need us also.
Oh no, I'm not British, I'm English. I'm not
Yeah, you
political.
English need us also. Because we came to our country.
Politics is finished, religion's finished, all your sad little escape routes are finished. There's never been anywhere to run, and you've always tried every case you could.
belong to
You
English league,
are
do you?
going to be judged for what you did here when you had no right here, and what you haven't done for your own people.
What about my child? Is he English? Because I'm married to an
No,
English woman.
he's
No, English woman. The mother is
You are who your father is.
Yes.
So my daughter's not English then.
No, your daughter's not English. That's the
glad in Sri
consequence
Lanka.
of marrying a different race.
Very sad.
There's always a consequence. That's why God made male and female in every race.
What are you going to do
Mix
with
the
love?
races
Because
up,
love
cause
doesn't know those
confusion.
things, Diana. Love doesn't know those things.
You're talking about sex, not love.
How do you know?
Because many foreign men picked on English women to give them a secure place, so they thought in this country. And the English women are too gullible to see past it.
No, it's about love only. It's not
It was
about-
love.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, love, not sex. It is love.
You can love and
Insulting women now.
You can love and
I've got no problem in insulting most English women.
Why?
Because sadly, they've got no dignity, no self-respect, and no love of England.
Because they love someone like me? Yeah. What's wrong with me?
Yeah, Mr. John
Stop being
Fraser
so
is cool.
self-centered. Who cares about you?
Well, I do.
Except you.
I can, and those who love me.
You don't look after yourself, no one else will.
Oh,
Oh, who's there?
There you go.
Look at that.
Don't look after yourself.
Are you
no
English?
one else will. I'm
Australian, mate,
English.
he's an Aussie.
Yeah.
Don't look after
you're a
yourself.
godless
no one
English.
else
You
will.
deserve everything you get.
God believes in a diverse world. With some
Yeah, you
compassion.
see,
You've
no,
got no
Englishman
compassion
now.
for anybody.
The Englishman
You're a
speaks now.
racist.
That's why your God makes you such a fighter. Oh, God, nobody else. My God's always on my side. Why? Because I listen to him. He's the boss.
Yeah.
That's why people like you get out of England because you drag it down.
Oh, where's he going to go? He's English.
Where's he going? You're telling me not to go to run to other places. Where am I going to go?
Oh, well, I
Send him to
thought
Australia.
Please tell me. Please tell me where I need to go. Here.
a useless Englishman as well. Oh, tell me where to go. You're such a lost
You've
soul.
got no
aren't you?
answer to what I've just said there.
No, I'm
That's
not helping up the
absolutely
lost
ridiculous.
You're a traitor. But of course, this slobby generation of today are. I'm not talking about the body.
Actually, if you're going to send him to Australia,
All the kids have gone away.
You have betrayed everything this country ever stood for by your reaching out and saying everybody's my friend.
Yes.
This country used to have dignity, that's why it knew its enemies and was willing to take the enemies on. You are terrified of that. And that's why you might be English biological, but it ends there. And it's mostly true of every one of your generation. That's why
Dan, have you got
everything is
anything
at an
positive?
end.
Have you got anything nice to say, really?
Say something nice about
No
these
answer
people.
to anything.
Excuse me, but you are totally responsible for everything you think, say and do. As usual, you're looking for some nice words from somebody. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Everything about you condemns you. Not because of what I'm saying.
If
but how
your
you
God
behave.
says to hate people,
Dana, I heard that you got
your God
that
says
you
to
got
hate.
That's the kind of English you can walk all over you, no matter how you treat them, they'll stay shut down and call you bruv.
Dan, you go and eat every
not
Indian
respect.
takeaway every night.
No, it's not respect. You don't respect
You
yourself.
always eat Indian takeaway, is that true?
And that's why you are very, very
Jamaican food,
mistaken.
oh.
Not all of England's made up of that kind. There are multitudes who are sick of being like that, being walked all over, sick
like
of
Jack
this
Dick
kind,
and Dale.
dragging the country down. They're trying to do politically what we did hundreds of years ago when we kicked out the Roman Catholic Church, getting rid of Europe's influence in England. But if it doesn't happen politically, believe me, it will
European.
happen physically. And you're on the wrong side. You will fight one way or another.
Last time you voted for Nigel Farage.
Look at you men, whips.
Huh?
And yet look at the generations you come from, fighters. Not only fighters, but conquerors. Look at you. Look at you.
You're made of war.
Pathetic.
You're violent,
And I
Dan.
suspect increasingly that if anything's going to be done in this country, it'll be the women that do it, because you men are more like women and the women are more guts in them than men.
You want to play a role of man, huh?
Now you're asking for problems.
Is that why?
The problems are there, believe me, they just haven't got the guts to look at them. The problems are going to hit you all in the face.
But the women don't agree with you.
Find out.
They don't think you're right.
Find out. As usual, you want a date and a time. That's right, yeah. That's your sad little pathetic world.
You just said women need to make the decisions, so tell us.
I didn't say women make decisions. I said women will make the decision to do something about this country. You men will be playing mates and everything until the time comes, going off to your stupid football matches and everything like that. In other words, looking to run
Manchester
away.
United.
Don't say that.
Sport is the great escapism. Pretending you've got loyalties, pretending you're all brothers, when in actual fact it's an escape from the realities of what you should face.
Well, that's good, isn't it? That means good faith.
I don't see the football alone, I see it with my girlfriend. She loves it more than me.
And who asked you? Go to Italy where you belong.
From Montenegro.
Exactly, thank you. I come from a mountain.
Well, go back there.
I thought to stay here.
Yeah, don't you all? That's why there's going to be higher powers moving you, believe me.
Nah, I just wanted to
You have never had the last word.
I would like it to see
You-
now how it's going to happen
This
after
is
it's
not
gonna be
about
ruled
I
by the
would
woman.
like. Don't write a wish list, you're only human.
Of course I'm human. You're not.
Pity you didn't live like a human.
Oh, really? How do you know
It's
my
like
life?
to be human.
A human has racial dignity, sexual dignity, and personal dignity. He's not a grabber of anything that's available around the world.
Thank you, but how do you know that? How do you know I don't have these things?
Because you're here in England when you belong in Montenegro. Very
Dan,
easy.
is that why you were born in India?
That's how it works.
Where do you belong? But go to Montenegro and see many English there who's supposed to be here, but they are there.
Yeah, and the same as you, runaways and cowards.
You are every place now. I told you you're in Africa, you're in India, you are there now.
I do not defend the mongrel English.
Where do you belong?
Here, that's why I'm here. How it works.
You're not talking about language, you know.
Your nose tells us different things.
You look more Scandinavian to me anyway.
Now you
I'm going to Scandinavia.
yeah,
Brothers are in Africa.
Viking.
you're he's
You
a Viking.
Scandinavians are pretty much anybody's.
They're pure race, I think. Aryan.
As long as it's peace, brother. Any way out, easy way out.
We all come from Africa, right?
Go back there.
The first man came from Africa anyway.
First man left from Somalia.
No, you have chosen to
Including
believe
yourself, you
because
have
the
to go back
scientists
there.
tell you
It's bad.
that we came from Africa. Wrong. All the races were created at the same time. That's why you have a portion of inheritance on this earth. And that's why when you leave it, you're not being wandering Africans, you are being traitors to your own piece of earth. You'll tell yourself anything, you'll rely on any kind of information you can to do just exactly what you want. But mankind has never made the rules and never will. He'll only suffer the consequences of breaking them. There's no peace anywhere when you do not live according to the Creator's harmony.
No, but we have peace here.
You have peace by suppressing the rights of the people whose
No.
birthright
I work here. It's very difficult to work in Africa.
Scientifically, you have to conduct a survey. Ask people, do they agree with you or not?
English people don't
You
work
can't
here.
just speak.
There is no such thing as people power. It is a combination of ego and insecurity.
People that don't want to sweep the
It's a
road.
ploy used by the powers that you are serving
Clean the
to make you
toilet.
feel important. And boy, isn't it easy? You think you're so important, don't
bloody
you?
wash someone
The
on their
Almighty
sick.
can wipe everybody out and start again. That's how important we are. In fact, that's what death is. It's the Almighty reminding us we're not in charge and we needn't cling on to this earth.
Doctors are Pakistanis now. If you get sick, most of them are Pakistanis. And from India.
You all come here to get what you can.
Yeah, and that you also.
You sell your trades like prostitutes. That's all you do. And tell us you're contributing to this country. You're not. You're bleeding taxpayer dry. The dishonest practice has been exposed by what's going on in the national service. It wasn't created for that. It's what you've done to it. That's what this country is. It is an emblem to the world that the people of this country are soft as muck and you can come and take what you like from them and they won't do anything about it. And it's true because the people of this country haven't got enough self-respect to do it.
If
What do you
people go,
suggest?
Who will drive the buses? Then who will drive the buses? The buses.
How do you know?
Not where you're born.
Yeah.
You're not English.
You have a clue, have you? You live on this earth and you haven't got a clue what life is.
Already.
Was I born here?
Are you
It's
English?
not about, where you're born.
Where am I from?
No.
She born and
I'm
bred
not
here.
interested, I just know you don't belong here.
You're from Germany.
She's English. Look, she's got no
Now you're not
You
English.
do not know the English.
No, we
You're
don't.
too mongrelized to know.
Nana, are you
English.
English look like what?
Nana, are you
She's
English?
French, is she? She French.
It's none of your business since you don't belong here either.
He's got a wife.
Mind your own business.
But my wife is
Your
English.
own business terrifies you.
What about
doesn't
my
it? 'Cause
wife?
It means responsibility and action, and you don't want that. So it's easy to look at somebody else and tell them to do what they do.
You told me that I wasn't belong here. Is that easy for you? You tell me that I don't
I'm
belong
warning
in the
you.
country.
I'm warning you.
You're warning me.
What is my message? This is not your world. You are accountable for what you do with the gift of life. Knock, knock. Is anybody there?
Yes, I don't understand what you're talking about.
That's not my problem. It's yours.
No problem. She's
She's
just
from
born
the
here.
Midlands. She's from the Midlands, Diana. She's
Listen,
English.
doesn't matter where you live, it doesn't represent what your race is. Your race is biological. It's who you are when you look in the mirror.
Well, she's
You
white,
can
isn't
live
she?
wherever you want. You can only
Diana, she's
belong
white.
in one
She's white.
place.
If she looks in
The Scots, the Welsh, the Irish, the whole of Europe's white. That's what she could be. Britain is not London. Britain is a political title. London is the
You're not
biggest
English.
mongrel city in the country.
Excuse me, you're not English. Thank God.
Oh, I'm not English, no.
Nah.
No, can't be.
You're
no.
foreigner, you're
I'm
bloody
foreign,
French.
I'm born here, but no.
No, you have no God-given rights here.
From a little island.
You're French.
I have no God-given rights here.
Precisely.
So you need to go back to France.
If you don't have your God-given rights with you, then you have no safety. I repeat, man does not